said you stay forever. You just stayed a little long, and I was good at almost never getting used to feeling wrong. Almost yours in the dark, almost real, almost art. You were close enough to touch almost everything, almost too much.
The city breathes at night differently, and in the frantic rush of day, it exhales more slowly, more intently, and finally has something true to say. City breath, slow and wide, the exhale of the other side. City breath, warm and real, the only version of the deal. Heart started sinking to its breathing, to the city's nighttime lung. It's slow inhale and slow releasing of everything that they had wrung. City breath, slow and wide, the exhale of the other side. City breath, warm and real, the only version of the deal. Breathe with the city, let it set the pace. The city knows how to use the space between the sounds. Breathing with the city, in its own good time. That's the
The morning comes in gray and silk, unwraps the city soft and slow. The night dissolves like drops of milk into the places only I know. Gray silk over everything, the quiet that the hours bring. Gray silk, soft and real, everything I cannot feel. Gray silk, cool and thin, let the morning back me in. I haven't slept, but I'm not tired. I'm somewhere past where tired lives. The night has taken what it required, and quietly the morning gives. Gray silk over everything, the quiet that the hours bring. Gray silk, soft and real, everything I cannot feel. Gray silk, cool and thin, let the morning back me in. Gray silk, soft, dissolving. A fading signal of the day grows softer as the hours turn. What was urgent falls away. What was burning ceases to burn. Fading signal, let it go into the warm below. Fading signal, soft release. fading now, beautifully fading into the warm static. You leave a carbon memory on me, like a handprint pressed in soft material. Something that will outlast the debris of everything more immaterial. Carbon memory, deep impression, deeper than the surface of expression. Carbon memory, yours and mine, pressed into the timeline. I carry your carbon memory now, in places I can't fully reach. Not sure of the exact when or how, just sure it's further than I teach. Carbon memory, deep impression, deeper than the surface of expression. Carbon memory, yours and mine, pressed into the timeline. Carbon memories don't erase, they just become part of the material. The structure you can't quite trace, but know it's integral. Pressed in deep, part of the structure now, not going anywhere. Something keeps me tied to here, to the city, to this light. Something I can't see but feel, pulling softly through the night. Invisible thread, I follow still, not because I have to, just because I will. Invisible thread through everything, through the loss and the offering. Invisible thread, soft and long. This is where I still belong. Even when I tried to leave, even when I packed my reasons, something made me just believe in the quiet change.
On the slow frequency I find you, on the wavelength below the rush, on the signal that can remind you of the world before the hush. Slow frequency, always there, moving through the quieter air. Slow frequency, warm and low, the signal from the undertow. Slow frequency, deep and long, the wavelength where I most belong. I tune down to the slow frequency when the faster ones exhaust and find there a kind of decency that the faster ones have lost. Slow frequency, always there, moving through the quieter air. Slow frequency, warm and low, the signal from the undertow. Slow frequency, deep and long, the wavelength where I most belong. Tune down to the slow frequency. This is the one. Some things reveal themselves so slowly, you barely notice they have changed. What once felt distant feels more holy. What once seemed wild feels arranged. The slow reveal, patience made real. you slow, like precious systems no one tracks. It moves in ways I barely know and settles somewhere in the cracks. In a weather, mine alone, a climate only I have known. In a weather, shifting still, moving always, always will. Some days it's clear and some days not. Some nights it presses like a front. I've learned to work with what I've got and face the forecast more than blunt. In a weather, mine alone, a climate only I have known. In a weather, shifting still, moving always, always will. You can't control the weather inside any more than clouds outside. You just dress for it and go. Partly cloudy. Chance of something good. I leave my bandwidth open at night. No filtering, no blocking out. Just receptive to whatever slide. Signal makes its quiet shout. Open bandwidth. Receive it all. Everything that comes to call. Open bandwidth, wide and clear, picking up what wants to be here. Open bandwidth, soft and live, taking everything the night will give. Some nights the signal is just static. Some nights it carries something true. I've stopped being so emphatic about which kind comes through. Open bandwidth, receive it all. Everything that comes to call. Open bandwidth, wide and clear, picking up what wants to be here. Open bandwidth, soft and live, taking everything the night will give. nights the city feels like mine, alone, like everyone else has finally left, and I'm the last one going home, through a city of a quiet theft. City of one, just me in the dark, just me in the neon in the park. City of one, this rare gift, the city to myself, adrift. I'm in a low season now. The kind that doesn't ask permission. I can't explain the when or how. There's a carbon blue above the city, where the smoke meets something like a star. Not quite beautiful, not quite pretty, just the sky for what and who we are. Carbon blue, that middle shade between the night and what we've made. Carbon blue, neither dark nor light, the color of an ordinary night. Carbon blue, this is where I live, and everything I take and give. I've made my peace with in between, with the colors that don't have a name, with all the shades that go unseen, between the different and the same. Carbon blue, that middle shade between the night and what we've made. Carbon blue, neither dark nor light, the color of an ordinary night. Carbon blue, this is where I live, and everything I take and give. Carbon blue, right here in the middle, that's where